Hey, what's up? Okay, so today we're gonna be talking about the conditional tense. Now, what does the word conditional mean? Maybe something that could happen, maybe something that we don't know is gonna happen, but there's a possibility that it can happen, right? So I think of it like I would do this thing, or you would do this thing. Um, yeah, it's pretty straightforward, honestly. So now I'm gonna go. So like, I just recorded a video talking about the future tense, right? And I'm gonna go ahead and maybe just take. In fact, you know what? We're just gonna take this whole table, and I'm gonna do something with this whole table. Loading, loading, loading. Okay, so I'm gonna delete this table, and I'm just gonna say, boom, right? This is our future tense, right? Now, how would I change this from future to conditional? Now, first of all, what is the conditional? The conditional says basically, oh, I would do this, or something. It talks about an event that could happen, but might possibly happen in a certain situation, right? Now, for the conditional, it's pretty similar to the future tense, and that's why I'm like taking this from this table. I want to show y'all something. And this is why like it might be advisable to like learn the future tense before you try and like learn the well. It doesn't really matter. Like you could do it backwards. Now, right? Again, we have impropers. That's why I'm leaving the salir here. But like you're just gonna add certain things on. So like hablaría, hablarías, hablaría, hablaríamos, hablaríais, hablarían. And it's pretty simple, right? But the difference, I mean, well, there's no difference, right? Here we added the same like letters after the stems, right? Same with this, right? So I would say saldría, saldrías, saldría, saldríamos, saldríais, and saldrían. Now, hold on, let me just fill this in for the rest. I mean, you get the point, right? But there's one thing I want to point out here that we have to be very careful of. Now, if you see the first person and the third person, they look awfully a lot alike, right? You're going to see that they're actually exactly the same. That means that a lot of the time there's going to be context needed to like figure out if you're talking about I would do something, or he or she or it would do something, right? Or you proper would do something, right? It's you're gonna need now at times you could say like yo hablaría. That would make it instantly clear, right? But you can also say like uh I would eat. If somebody asks you like, oh, are you hungry? You like, or would you eat if we go to this place? Yeah, I would eat. Comería, right? Like, I would eat, right? You don't have to say like yo comería, so long as it's understood that you're talking about yourself. But just in this situation, right? Rather these two situations. Oh wow, I made a mistake there. Right? In these two situations, it can be a little bit confusing, but most times it's pretty much understood, right? But again, that pronoun drop can present some problems at times. But like, let's say you want to say I would like to eat. You would just say me gustaría comer, right? Simple enough. This means now directly. I've talked about this before. Directly, this means it would please me, right? And that's actually you can look at that as like a reflexive verb. Well, no, actually, no, it's not a reflexive verb, but like it would please me to eat. I would like to eat. Okay. Um, you just add on the ia. But again, there are those imperfect. I mean, those reflexive. I mean, I'm just using words. There are those irregular verbs that come about, and you have to use that stem that we talked about here, right? And it becomes a different type of. So you wouldn't say saliria, like that's not correct. You would say saldria, right? These stems tend to be the same thing as like you would find in the future tense. Let me see. Is there anything else that you need to know for the conditional tense? I would. Oh, here's something I think is very useful. You should. So the verb deber, right? I'll just make it lowercase. So you don't have to capitalize it all the time. But deber is to must. So like I must, you must go to school, you know, and that's DEBER. But if I want to say you should do something, right? I would say, so let's say I should leave. I would say, debería salir, right? So I should leave. So that should, it becomes like I would must in a way. Again, it's the same type of thing with like I could, right? The word poder is to be able to, right? But like when you want to say like I could do something or like could you do something for me, you would say like podría. So like I could. Let me see. Could you go to the store? Oops. ¿Podrías ir a la tienda? ¿Podrías ir a la tienda? Could you go to the store? You know, so like that to be able to. So you would say, let me see, how would I say this? Are you able to? Would you be able to? That's a good way to put it. Would you be able to go to the store? That's a good way to look at it. But we say could you? You know, so could is also would you be able to? You know, so that's a conditional. That's the conditional tense for you. I think that's about everything you'd probably need to know to be able to get around using the conditional tense. But as always, like if you have any questions, please don't forget to please don't forget to leave them in the comments, and also please don't forget to like and subscribe. So thanks for tuning in, and let's keep learning, okay? Thanks.